We're with Isaac Dulgarian, who returns to action March 16th against Christian Rodriguez. Isaac, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, brother. Just at this coffee shop right now, getting my coffee. Just been busy running around all day. Got my training sessions in this morning, so I'm basically done till tonight. Get a little something in tonight, just a little sweat, but that's about it.
What'd you work on today?
We just had a wrestling practice, and then I had a pad session with Coach Montoya.
There's so much to talk about. I guess we'll just start at Factory X. Now that you've been there for a minute, man, how are you liking Factory X, dude?
I freaking love it. It's a perfect fit for me. Great gym, great partners. I've been training with Yusuf Zalal basically every day, so just making huge improvements with the striking and everything like that. So he's such a good fighter, and if I can be as good as he is or better, that's a statement right there.
Awesome. It's been 7 months since your last fight. Where you been?
Man, I've been out here in Denver, stuck, ready to fight. I've been in shape, ready to go, just waiting on the call. We finally got one. I wanted to fight one more time last year in 2023, but it just didn't work out for some reason. I don't know why. Just didn't get a fight. So this is the next call we got. Took it right away. We're ready to go.
Was it kind of I mean, it was frustrating for me as someone who's covered you because you had such a big statement win in your UFC debut, and
Yeah.
then it's been 7 months, and like we haven't, you didn't get another fight last year to kind of, put your name more into the MMA, sphere, man. So was it frustrating for you?
Yeah, it was frustrating, really just the financial part of it more than anything. I'm still growing as a fighter, and like I said in past interviews, the constant fights is one thing, but I need experience more than anything, and just to get better. I'm still young, so I mean, the 7 months, I'm gonna be a whole different fighter than I was in my debut, and yeah, man, just the biggest thing was the financial loss of not fighting.
Now that you've had, 7 months to, you know, think about your last fight, I'm pretty sure you haven't really thought about it much, but how would you kind of feel about your UFC debut?
Yeah, I think it was a A-plus performance, man. To be honest, I made a couple mistakes that I didn't like, but to have a win in your UFC debut in the first place is very hard, and then to do it in that fashion, is perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better. Didn't have any injuries, which is always a blessing in a fist fight. Yeah, man, I was super super happy with it. Good win over a tough opponent. A lot of people thought I was going to lose, and that I wasn't tested enough for that fight. And I'm battle tested. I'm ready to go.
And now you're facing another guy who's fucking really good. I'm really high on Christian Rodriguez. Um, what are your thoughts as I guess before we talk about the fight, what are your thoughts on him as an opponent and him, coming up to featherweight?
I think he's a tough kid, man. Gotta give him his respect there. I think he's good in all positions. Basically, he doesn't really have a lot of holes in his game. He's solid all around. But I do see a lack of competition somewhat. I don't think Rosas is that good, to be completely honest. I trained with his big brother. I think I smashed him in one round. Same insane thing. He's a little kid still. Great potential. Both these guys have great potential, but they're still kids, man. They're not grown men yet at the end of the day. And, coming up a weight, I'm used to fighting 45ers, even though me and Christian will be about the same size. So there's nothing really new here. I just think that he's tough all around, and I think he's going to make me work to finish this fight, but I do think it's possible.
Do you think it's a mistake for him to come up to featherweight and that um, him missing weight and kind of losing the chance to fight at bantamweight is going to be a mistake?
I think it's a mistake to take a fight with me. When you sign that line, that's me, you telling me that you think you can beat me, and at the end of the day, I don't think that he can, and we're gonna find out March 16th. But he's gonna have to catch me slipping. That's the only way. That's the only way I see it. I think he has to hit a home run to win this fight, and I think we're gonna see a lot of Isaac Dulgarian striking, a lot of Isaac Dulgarian cardio, and a lot of Isaac Dulgarian smash.
I can't wait to watch it, man. Yeah, so I mean, the matchup on paper, it's fucking phenomenal. I love when I saw that it was announced, I was like, man, it's just matchmaking's fun. You're very confident going in this fight, as you should be. And you kind of just said, like, we saw, a little bit of your game in your UFC debut. How much more do we see this time around?
Oh, bro, there's levels, there's levels, I basically did in my debut the same thing that I've done in all my fights. And Christian's going to bring a different tactic to the table in this fight. And I think that it's going to be good because we're going to get to see one of my best positions. I don't really want to go into it too much, but uh, we're going to see one of my best positions in this fight. And I think that that's where a lot of this fight's going to take place. And I feel like that's where I'm really going to stand out.
Do you finish him?
I think I can finish him, man. Like I said, it's not going to be easy. He thinks he's going to knock me out. He's going to try to catch me with the knee on my entry. I already know the deal, man. But everybody says that until I get a hold of him, and then it's a wrap. So even my training partners, I train with some of the best guys in the world, and you know, when they'll tell you, man, when I grab you, it's different. It's just different. I got a pressure that's very similar to Khabib's, and I do a lot of film study on him. I watch what he does, and we do a lot of things very similar. So uh, I think it's literally just me making this fight clean as possible, and I think that's our way to victory.
You named Yusuf as one of your training partners. Who else do you get to work in this camp?
Chris Gutierrez, David Onama, Markel Maderos. I didn't get to train with uh, Jonathan because he's out in Texas right now. But I didn't get to train with him. But those are the main guys I've been training with. Obviously, everybody else in the gym is pretty solid as well. So good bodies, good looks. I've seen everything, and we're ready to go.
Obviously, not looking too past C-Rod or anything, but say you get past this guy without any injuries, do you want to turn around and fight on that St. Louis, Missouri card, May 11th?
Man, I don't even know why they're going to St. Louis. If you're from Missouri, Kansas City, anywhere, you don't want to go to no St. Louis. They should have brought that car to Kansas City. That's where it's at. That's where the fans are. And I don't understand why they put it in St. Louis because all you get there is shot. So that's about it. But um I would be interested if they give me the right name. I'd be interested. My daughter's going to be born like 2 to 3 weeks after I fight, so at the latest, maybe a couple days after. So I'm hoping to take like a month and a half with my family. Just be there for my lady because I haven't been there this camp. She's 8 months pregnant and I'm full in depth in camp. So I just want to be there for her, be there for my baby girl, and we'll probably get back to the gym about 6 weeks after the fight out here in factory and get another camp in and start going. But if they give me a call, we'll be ready.
Yeah, that's exactly, you kind of already spoiled my ending, but that's what I wanted to end the interview on is, Isaac the dad, man. It's almost that time. When you announced it right, like after your fight, that it was some of the best news of your life. That you're gonna be a dad. You said you've wanted to be a dad your whole life. So, I guess just what are the emotions like? Now that it's fucking less than a month away.
It's real. It's real. No, I'm excited. It's kind of scary just because I want to be able to support my family the best I can. And uh, I gotta get to this next fight contract. But other than that, man, everything's good. I couldn't be happier with how it's been going. My lady's been a trooper through all of it. She hasn't really complained one bit. She loves it. So we're just ready to meet her and spend some time back in Kansas City with the family.
Every time a fighter has a newborn, there's always this, like, Daddy Drew Dober, Daddy Cowboy Cerrone. What's is Daddy Isaac gonna be any different?
Probably not. Probably not. You know, uh, and she's a girl. I've heard that your daughters are super onto their dad, so super attached. So hopefully that's how it is. I want to raise a little gym rat, raised around good people out here at Factory X, and back home at Ignite MMA. There's great people all around in MMA gyms, and I wanted to grow up in that environment and outside, and just be a good person, one, and then two, do whatever she wants to do. I'm hoping to set an example because that's the whole reason I wanted to be a dad in the first place. Is I wanted them to be able to see me compete while I'm not retired, and understand and be cognitive of what I'm doing and all the work I'm putting in, and know that they can do whatever they want. It just has to be a selfless sacrifice. You have to put everything into it. There's no halfway crooks in anything in life, especially fighting, but really in anything in life. You don't get away half-assing something.
And then finally, man, what's your outlook on 2024? Obviously, you're starting your year off early. Gonna have your daughter. What's your year look like?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I wanna get this fight. I wanna get this fight, get this win, and then have my baby, and then hopefully get another fight in around August, and then push one at the end of the year. I'm looking to fight 3 times this year. Hopefully 3 great performances, a couple bonuses in there, and life will be good. So that's what we're shooting for. Just trying to stay healthy, man, and really find vision and improve my skill set. That's really it.
Awesome. Isaac, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. If you want to plug your social media, any sponsors you might have, and if you want to thank anybody, the floor is all yours.
Yeah, man. Just follow me on Instagram, Isaac_Dulgarian. That's the platform I use most. I don't really get on Twitter that much. I do sometimes, but then big shout out to Burn Factory Podcast. Those guys show me a lot of love. Matt Rogers' books. Actually got his book right here. It's called Be Somebody. Great book. #1 bestseller out of Australia. Um, that's a guy to definitely look out for. And definitely read his book. It's a good thriller. Shout out what was I gonna say? Uh, Buffalo Spine. They've been helping me out a lot with the chiropractor stuff like that, just keeping my body healthy, man. And then My Fit Foods sponsoring my meals for this camp, giving me healthy meals, no BS, no dyes, any bullshit like that. Just healthy, clean, organic food. So big shout out to those guys. You guys made my camp so good and have helped me out so much. I'm just super appreciative.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.